Can you look beyond me and see me? Does anybody understand what I'm talking about? When I was a little girl, my mother used to go into Kmart. Actually, it was called SS Kresge. SS Kresge. Kresge? Whatever. It's the beginning of Kmart, but it was way back when. This had to be the early 70s. And there was a security officer in there. Plainclothes person. We all knew who he was. And so when my mother would go into the store, he would follow her around. And so one day, she grabbed a bottle of clear nail polish and gave him an exercise walk throughout the whole store. And before leaving the store, she looked back at him. She was almost at the door with it still in her hand. And she looked back at him and smiled and placed it on the counter. And then came home and shared with us what she had done, and we had a good laugh. But for some of us, it's not that funny. When you are in what you're in, when you're in what you were born into, sometimes life can be a bit challenging. I have been asked over the years the following questions. Are you Italian? Are you Greek? Are you white? Are you black? Are you Spanish? Are you Puerto Rican? I found that very interesting because there's a plethora of races in my veins. I always found that very interesting. It's like I look one way and talk one way and act one way. It's all sort of gobbledygooked, Heinz 57, and tossed together. Kind of like God had a bunch of leftover pieces of races and parts and tossed me together. I've never quite felt like anything but my name. And it wasn't until I went to school that I realized that there was a difference in people. I didn't know that. I grew up in a little bubble. My son, I placed him in the same bubble. I saved a lot of money and sent him to private Catholic school. I figured he should have a good start, a better start than what I did, so I lived at my job. I smilingly put him on the school bus. I'm waving, and as soon as the school bus pulled away, I began to cry because I knew that he was going to find out a hard reality. He got off the school bus and came to me and said, "Mommy, what's up, a derogatory racial slur." And I said, "It is a very bad name." I guess some of us have to prove who we are by how we act and what we say. I find that kind of interesting. I just find that kind of interesting. See you on my next video.